2024 Art Review. Hi, I am Serendipity and I'm a popsurrealism style artist, and I want to talk about all the art that I made in 2024. Starting in January. This month I made 3 colored pencil drawings. I started with this purple unicorn girl drawing, and I like her. I think she's really cute. She was inspired by one of my daughter's purple unicorn toys, and I think she came out very cute. If I had to fix anything, I'd say I'd probably fix the pose of her hand because it came out a bit strange. Then I moved on to this pink unicorn girl, and I do like her. I think she's cute, but she's probably one of my least favorite artworks of the year, and I think it's just because she's a little bit too simple for me. Next is one of my absolute favorite artworks of the year, and it is this chocolate strawberry inspired girl, and I made her because I wanted to make something for Valentine's Day, and this was at the end of January, so I wanted to have her ready for February. And I'm really satisfied with how she came out because I really put my time in on her to make her detailed, because I feel like after making that pink unicorn girl, I wasn't satisfied and I knew I could do better. So I wanted like a redemption, kind of, if that makes sense. And I think I got that here with this chocolate strawberry girl. I had so much fun making her. And again, she is definitely one of my favorite artworks that I made in 2024. Next, we have the art I made in February. This month I made 2 artworks, and the first artwork I made was this Saturna sketch, and I made her because I got this black paper and I really wanted to try it out. This is actually my first ever drawing I made on black paper, so it was really fun. It was a great experiment, and I think she came out really cute. She was pretty simple, but it was mostly just for practice, and I think she's so cute. I definitely want to draw on black paper some more because it is a really fun challenge. The next artwork that I made was this heart face girl, and again, she's another artwork for Valentine's Day. I love Valentine's aesthetic, and she is very simple, but I really like her concept a lot, and I think she came out really cute, and she really portrayed those Valentine's Day aesthetics. I hope to make more Valentine's themed art in 2025 because it is one of my favorite themes of all time. Next is March. And for this month, I only made 1 artwork, but she was a super detailed artwork, and she took me a long time to make. So I feel like it was worth it to take the time to make her. It was this earthy tree dryad girl, and I added a lot of details on her, and I really challenged myself with this one. I feel like I improved my colored pencil skills a lot just with this piece alone, because I have never drawn wood textured skin with colored pencil before, and so this was a really cool challenge for me. And there was times in this piece where I was pretty stressed out, but in the end I think it was worth it. She was worth the time it took, and I'm really happy with how she came out. April. Again, in this month, I only made 1 artwork, and it was this Cancer zodiac sign girl. I think what happened this month is I got sick or something. I was pretty busy this month, but I'm really happy that I was able to finish a zodiac sign drawing because it is a series that I have been working on for so long, and definitely procrastinating on it. So it felt good to make some progress on this series, and I do like her a lot. I feel like the colors work really well with her. I like the pearls, and I like her crab claw earrings. So any Cancers out there, I hope you like this piece. This is for you. Next is May, and this month I was traveling, so I only finished 1 piece again, but it was this digital artwork this time, and she is inspired by the rosy pink maple moth, and I found a photo of this moth on Pinterest, and I thought it was so cute, and so that was the inspiration behind this piece. I initially started her as a colored pencil drawing, but I have kids and I made a not very smart decision, and I left my sketchbook out, and my daughter came and colored on the colored pencil drawing, and then I needed to finish her because I needed an artwork for my Patreon. So I actually restarted the whole drawing again digitally, but I'm really happy with how she turned out, and she's really cute, and it was nice to do a digital artwork. June. So this month I made another zodiac sign artwork. I made Virgo, and I really took my time with her as well, and I wanted to make her feel like an earthy goddess. To me, the Virgo zodiac sign is the most romantic zodiac sign, like of the earth signs. And so I really wanted to take my time to put the details into the flowers and the vines and her wings. And I'm really happy with how she came out. She is one of my favorite zodiac artworks, I think, so far. And yeah, I just think that her colors came out perfectly how I had envisioned. And she's giving a little bit of like Greek goddess vibes. And I love that so much. Yeah, I'm so excited to continue this zodiac series in 2025 because I still definitely have a lot of pieces to finish for that series. Next is July, and this month I actually made more artwork. I made 3 artworks. I made this cherry girl because it was hot, it was summery. I do have a fruit girl series if you don't know that, and so I wanted to add an artwork to that series because it's been a long time since I have done any fruit inspired artwork, and this was so fun. She came out so sassy, so juicy, and definitely one of my favorite drawings of the year. I love her pose. I really took my time to like figure out the movement of her hair and her pose, and I'm just, I just love her. I think she's one of my favorites of the year, and those water dewdrops I added on her, I just love them. This next drawing is pretty much just me messing around, being silly. I wanted to make something not very serious, and I had this idea to draw Mike Wazowski, but as a girl. So yeah, this was funny, this was silly. I had a good time making it. I feel like if I had to critique it, I think that the pose is very stiff, and I would fix that if I drew this again. But it wasn't a very serious drawing. It was just a quick, like, silly drawing. So it was fun. I had fun making this. The next artwork I made is one of my favorites, again, of the year. And this artwork is titled Prismatica. And it is this full rainbow girl. And my idea for this one is I just wanted essentially to blast your eyeballs full of color and just have gradients through the whole thing. And every piece be rainbow essentially. And yeah, I really love this piece. I actually updated all of my profile pictures to be her, and I got business cards of her. She's a little bit of like my mascot right now, I guess. I don't know, I'm just loving her. I was loving these vibes. I feel like she is so ethereal, so magical, and very much Lisa Frank time, very much rainbow. August. So this month I was already in the Halloween mood apparently in August. Sometimes I call August October because I'm already ready for October in August apparently. And I started out by making this Batgirl. I think she was super requested on my Instagram. I had never drawn a Batgirl, I don't think anyways. And she's requested a few times, and I was like, you know what, actually, I should make her. That sounds so cute. I don't always take requests, but sometimes if something is requested enough times and I feel like that's something I want to make, then I will follow that and I will make her. And I love the pink and purple and like magenta gradient she has going on. I feel like I love this color scheme. Next is another drawing on black paper. This time it was a spooky sketch of this skeleton girl, and it was super fun to make this. And in the video you could see I used a skeleton hand in the clip. That was pretty fun. Yeah, this was just like an experimental sketch, but I think she turned out pretty interesting. It was pretty fun to make this. And then I made another artwork for my Zodiac series. I made Libra. And I actually have a lot of Libras in my life. Both of my kids and my mom are Libras. I actually know like quite a few people with the Libra zodiac sign. And I really wanted to do this sign justice. And I went, again, like very colorful. I wanted her to give off like a sunset vibe, like with clouds. The clouds symbolize that she's like an air sign. So I wanted to put a little bit of the air element in there. And I'm really happy with how she came out. I think she is super colorful and vibrant. September. This month I made 2 artworks, and I started out by making this artwork inspired by The Bad Case of Stripes. If you don't know what Bad Case of Stripes is, it's a book for kids, and it's about this girl that didn't eat her lima beans, and then she came down with a bad case of stripes, and she got all colorful. But anyways, it's a book from my childhood that I really loved, and it was so nostalgic to make this piece, and I'm so happy with how she came out. Like, also another one of my top tier favorite artworks of the year, just because I feel like I made my inner child so happy by making this artwork. I remember checking out this book from my school library so many times in a row, and I just loved it. It was like an obsession of mine. Next, I made this spooky ghost girl. Yeah, I really like her, and she is pretty spooky, so I drew this ghost girl, and initially I was gonna do just like white, gray, and just make her like a classic ghost, but then I decided that that kind of seemed boring and I wanted to make her more colorful, so then I went like teal and magenta with her, and I'm really excited that I did that because I feel like she's not your basic ghost girl. She kind of gives a little bit of Corpse Bride vibes, but I kind of love that because I do love Corpse Bride. And yeah, she's so spooky. October. So October was an extremely busy month for me. I actually did an art event called the Serendipity Spooktober art event, and I did an artwork for essentially every week of October. So I finished 4 artworks, which I think is the most artworks that I finished in any month in 2024. So I was super busy, and I started out by making this Jack Skellington girl. I think I had just come off of watching Nightmare Before Christmas like twice in a row, so I was feeling so inspired to make something Tim Burton inspired. And yeah, so I made this Jack Skellington girl. I think she was so fun. I had so much fun making this, for real. And just girlifying Jack Skellington, this was a fun time for me. The next piece that I made was this candy corn demon girl, and I think the theme for this week was fall treats or candies, and I was like, yeah, I've never made an artwork inspired by just the classic candy corn. I will admit that I'm not a super big fan of candy corn, but it is so cute, and I love the colors together, and it was super fun to make like a full body candy corn girl. I love her aesthetic, and also she is crying, but I think she likes the candy corn. I don't know. Maybe she hates it. I don't know what happened there. If I could ask her, then maybe we would have some answers, but I don't know what happened there. So the next week was witchy themed week, and I was kind of tired this week, not gonna lie, so I made something a little bit more simple. I initially sketched out a more detailed witch girl, but then I ended up going with this simpler theme because I was short on time. I think I had a lot of family stuff going on this week, and you know, I was tired and I was busy, so I just drew this like little witch head, and I think she's cute. She is very simple, so she's not like my favorite of the month, but I do think that she is still definitely cute and definitely is bringing the Halloween vibes and the witchy vibes, and that's what matters, right? After that witch girl, the next artwork I made was definitely probably one of the creepiest artworks that I've ever made in my life, but I think that's a good thing because I just had this idea to make a clown girl, and not just a cute clown, because I have drawn cute clown girls, but like a full creepy, like murderous clown with blood and gore and a knife. And I was like, I'm gonna go full out because I'm gonna commit to the creepiness and the blood and the gore, because this isn't my normal thing that I do. And I really wanted to bring the creepy Halloween vibes, and I think I succeeded here. She definitely is very alarming. She is very creepy. She will definitely chase you down the street at night. Watch out, because she is a bloodthirsty clown. Next is November. So November, I actually made no art at all. And that's because for the first 2 weeks, I was so tired after October. That was a long month for me, so I needed a break. And then I decided that I was going to switch my whole entire art area to a painting area and do oil painting instead of colored pencil. So I spent the month like working on projects, but I didn't actually finish any paintings this month. December. So this month I was fully moved into my new art space, so I made 2 oil paintings, and I started out by making this reindeer girl. I did start her in November, but I finished her fully in December. I just mostly wanted to make something cute and pink and like Christmassy themed, so that was my inspiration for this artwork. And also what happened this month is I feel like I'm fully transitioned over to making YouTube videos now, because in 2024 I was a lot focused on colored pencil art and Instagram, and I think in 2025 I want to be more focused on YouTube and oil painting. So I'm making some big transitions, and I'm very excited to see how that changes my art in 2025, but I'm very happy about how she turned out. I feel like she's pretty cute and she embodies what I wanted her to. The last artwork that I made for 2025 was this small oil painting on a 5x7 gesso board, and this piece was supposed to just be a practice piece to kind of warm up my oil painting skills. And I titled this piece Ascending because she has these ascending clouds going up into the air. And I got this idea from a meditation, and during the meditation I saw these ascending clouds like in my mind, and I knew I had to paint them. And I'm really glad that I did, because I feel like they came out exactly how I had envisioned, and it was a really fun piece to make. It was really fun. I actually finished it in 3 hours, which is really fast for me for an oil painting, because normally I take weeks and weeks to make a oil painting, but I think it's because I went into it with the mindset of this is a practice piece, and she was so small that I was able to finish her fast. This is all the art that I made for 2024. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of the pieces that I made in 2024, and I hope you stick around and see all the pieces that I'm going to make in 2025. I'm so excited for the new year. Also, if you enjoy my art and you would like to support me, you can do that either on my Patreon with a monthly print and sticker subscription, or you can find prints, stickers, original art, and more on my website at serendipitytheartist.com, and I will have links to all of that below. And that is all I have to say for now, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye!